Hey, how's everybody doing out there? Welcome back to another episode of the Pot and Vodka Show. I am Vodka,
And this is Pot.
and we are coming to you today from the $1 million studio in Las Vegas, Nevada, where I have also been attending my chronic lairs courses. So, and it's not going that well.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it.
Hey, man, admitting you have a problem is your first step to recovery.
Right, knowing is half
Yeah.
the battle, right? Isn't that what G.I.
Yeah.
Joe always said?
So I'm just wondering when you're going to do that.
When I'm going to recognize that I have a problem with lying?
Yeah, and take a step to correct it.
Well, if I said I recognized it and I was about to take a step, I'd be lying. So
So you're nowhere near getting any better.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
I am still way in the
Okay.
trenches.
Right. Yeah, I'm only attending the courses because I just want to hear how bad other people lied, and so that I
Right.
can judge them.
Right, yeah, no, that's always a fun experiment.
It's very therapeutic. It makes you feel a lot better about yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. It gives you a way to rationalize the shit that you do and make everybody else seem worse.
Yeah,
That sounds
I'm
great.
a fan.
I like
I'm a
it.
fan. I'm wearing the shirt right now.
How do I get in on this?
Well, if I told you, I'd be lying.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah, not a dependable source for information. And just speaking about that, that I am not a dependable source for information, last week during our episode, we had a bit of a discussion about the protests for white supremacists in Charlottesville. And because I lack education as far as geography goes, I kept saying stupid shit like Charlottesville, North Carolina. And, well, I guess I don't know where Charlottesville is, but now I do. And so I apologize to anybody out there who was like, wow, what a fucking moron. So, yeah, I'd like to correct that. It is in Virginia. I know it's in Virginia. So if you've been commenting for weeks, or at least the past week, about what an idiot I am, I'm just going to say, yeah, I totally agree with you. And if you're listening to this show, what's that say about you? So, so hey, maybe the classes are working because, yeah, I realized I made a mistake. No, that would be the perfection class that you'd have to take. Like, you're not perfect, and it's about time you started admitting it. That has nothing to do with lying. So,
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah.
so for all of you out there, Charlottesville is in North Carolina, and I don't fucking care what you say. And if you're not running around in circles right now, then I've got more work to do.
I reject your reality and substitute my own.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just add water and stir vigorously.
That's great.
Or vodka.
That's
you
great.
can add vodka.
Vodka
and
works
stir
too,
it.
yeah.
The reality will be changed.
It will definitely change your reality.
Trust me, I'm a doctor. Ish.
Is your name Gonzo?
It is. It is Gonzo.
Oh.
Absolutely. So, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, I guess we got some. I have a cool event I'd like to talk about. Yesterday, I had the privilege of being invited out to an event around our area called Pickin' on the Pinion. And it's a concert event that is held by a group called Base Camp 40. And this group is a group of people that come together, and they are a charity, and they collect donations, and they use these donations to take veteran soldiers who have suffered in combat on hunting trips for elk and deer and wild pigs and all kinds of stuff to, shoot at and eat. In the hopes that if they're feeling kind of down because of their injuries or their experiences in combat, serving this country, and it's affecting them, whether, they're just losing their quality of life kind of thing. It allows them to take these gentlemen and women on all expenses paid trips to go out into the wilderness and go camping and live off the land and do some hunting and bring food home for their families and friends. And it's just a really great cause. And we had a great time yesterday. And for the people that stick their neck out for this country, I would like to personally thank you very much. And we had a great time. Yeah. And I am going to be going back to this event every year because it was so much fun. And the bands are fucking phenomenal. The music was awesome. Now, me personally, I'm not a super big new country music fan. My dad was a country music fan back when I was a kid. And so I like older country that was a little less PC and a little more hardcore and gritty. And now the pop country that's going on has kind of turned me off, but there wasn't a whole lot of that going on at this event. It was there were some things that I didn't really like, but I'm not a primarily country music person, so that makes sense. Yeah, absolutely. But everyone else was having a great time the entire time. I myself had a great time at very specific times. Right. So, the event wasn't for you, right? So it was not for me. Yeah, so, it was for these people that served in combat and put their lives on the line for us. And
so if they're having a good time,
so I was just very lucky to be a part of that, and so that totally overrode any of the other stuff. But it was great. It was awesome. The concert went on into the night. This is a 3-day event, and I only was able to go yesterday, Saturday. So they've been all musiced out for all 3 days, and man, they had they roasted on a spit an entire pig. Damn. Which is the first time I had seen an entire pig on a spit at that close range. And man, it was awesome, and it smelled amazing.
I was just going to say, I bet that shit smelled delicious.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that's how I found it, because it was kind of back behind the trailers and stuff, where they didn't want everybody coming by and kicking dirt on it, obviously, because it was pretty dusty out there. But I'm wondering how if that's how I came upon it, was to just
followed your nose.
Yeah, unconsciously follow my nose, like I fucking smell a pig somewhere.
Toucan Sam, that shit.
Yeah, hey, look, I found one, and it's unguarded. No. So I got some cool pictures of that and video, and then I had the opportunity to be one of the first people on the scene when they took it off of the spit, and they had probably. I lost count, but I think there was maybe 6 or 7 people with knives that just went after this thing. And if I hadn't shown up when I did, I would have just shown up to a pile of bones and bowls full of meat. Because from the time they took it off the spit to the time they had it ready to go to the tables for the people to enjoy was no time at all.
Wow.
They had a full battalion of people going after this thing.
That's crazy.
And they had it cleaned and prepped, and oh man, it was the best pork I have ever had in my fucking life.
Really?
Oh man, yeah. There's just there isn't anything that touches it, man. It was like butter. It was like pork flavored butter.
That sounds
and then I put a little bit of barbecue sauce on it. So if you can imagine, for the listeners out there, pork flavored butter with barbecue sauce on it, in a nice brioche bun.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So you're getting some of it now, right?
Right.
Just if you're having some trouble out there, just make sure you don't get any on the keyboard, because luckily my keyboard wasn't anywhere near me while I was doing this, because it would have been in danger. For sure.
Right.
Would have avoided my warranty. But it was a great time. The weather was awesome. We had a couple of dust devils kick up and try to carry people in tents and small children away. But they only lasted like 30 seconds, and the people who got carried away were being annoying anyway.
So it worked out.
Yeah, God intervened and took care of it for us.
The universe balances.
Yeah, there you go. Absolutely. But yeah, it was great. And if you guys want to check out more information about this event and want to maybe participate, or somebody who is a veteran who needs a little helping along and would enjoy something like this that these guys provide, the group is called Basecamp 40, and I believe their website is www.bc40hunts.com, and that's hunts plural. And so yeah, check them out. They do amazing things, and we were actually filming video for this event. So in a little while, I'm going to be posting a YouTube video of the event for them to try to help them raise some money for future events and hunts and things like that. Because the guys that I talked to yesterday, their lives have been changed by their experiences with this group. And I think it's a really positive thing, and it should be promoted and reinforced. So that's what I have about yesterday, man.
Yeah, those guys definitely deserve some stuff like this. Somebody to say thank you, somebody to give something back a little bit. That's very cool. And some of the stories you were telling me about the people who went on these hunts and how it affected their lives and their frame of mind and their ability to function and stuff is just, that was very touching.
It's powerful, man.
Very powerful. Yeah. It's a kick-ass thing, man. It's very cool to see.
Yeah, it's good medication for people who tend to get selfish from time to time, like myself.
Yeah, absolutely.
To go and expose yourself to something like that and go, wow, it's not all about me.
Right.
And
the world doesn't revolve around me.
Yeah, that's healthy.
Fuck yeah.
For sure.
It's always good, man.
Yeah.
Always good. I know I get that way sometimes. I start fucking, looking at my life and doing the whole woe is me thing. And yeah, man, seeing other people in a way worse off situation than you are, or who are still fucking trucking along and finding ways to fucking pick themselves up by their bootstraps and move forward. Like, yeah, it makes you go, why? What the fuck is my problem?
Exactly. Exactly.
I got way more than this.
I work on this and correct it for sure.
Fuck yeah.
And you may not do anything to correct it, but at least you're drawing a little bit of new circuitry in your brain about the possibility that
you're
maybe
thinking
someday,
about it at the very least.
Yeah, you can consider changing from the complete asshole that you are into a 99% asshole.
Yeah.
Any change is good. Any change is a good change, no matter what the degree. So, and if you're super rich. And independently wealthy, and you have people following you around all day, telling you that everything that you say and that you think is absolutely correct because they want your money, you might want to, try to take a break from the norm and go expose yourself to something like this, because you need to be taken down a notch in order to be a real human being, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
From time to time.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Sometimes everybody needs a good kick in the teeth, dude.
Well, maybe not in the teeth, but unless you're wearing a mouthpiece or something like that, then a split lip is fine, man. But that whole Gomer Pyle thing is, I'm not a fan of that. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I wasn't aware that the universe functioned based on MMA rules.
Oh, well, it does. August 26th, motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Yeah. Conor McGregor is gonna get his ass handed to him.
You think so?
By Sniper Mayweather. Oh, come on, seriously?
No.
No.
I
don't know if I said this on a previous show, but I think this is gonna go one of two ways. Either Mayweather is going to dodge everything until McGregor's wore the fuck out and then just start pounding him into the ground, or McGregor is going to lose control out of frustration and do something illegal and lose the fight and all of his fucking money, because I think the guy is a fucking hothead, and that is totally, absolutely a great tool to have in the octagon. As far as MMA goes, you need to be an animal, 100% willing to do anything, everything you got, no holds barred. And for him to step into the ring with such tight regulations like this, I'm going to be amazed if he can keep his composure, during this whole fight. I think he's going to lose his shit.
I have a contradictory opinion.
Of course,
Uh,
that's why we meet and we have this show. Because
Right.
if we always agreed with each other, it
Sure.
would be fucking boring, and I
Right.
wouldn't want to talk to you anymore.
And no one would want to listen
What's
to
that thing? If you what's the shit that Run the Jewels says? If you disagree, what did they say in that song? He says if
I don't
you
remember.
yeah, if you disagree with what we say, then like you're a bitch, and if you agree, then you're yellow. You know.
Yeah, then you got no spine.
Yeah, you got no spine. So if you disagree with us,
Right.
You're a bitch, and if you do agree with us, then you're still a bitch.
Then
How
you're a
about that?
spineless
Yeah,
bitch.
you're a spineless bitch. There you go. So there's no winning here.
So yeah, I kind of think I think McGregor's outward persona is a marketing tactic. I think
Oh, he's part of the show.
yeah, I think this whole hot-headed persona that he has I think he manufactured is part of selling fucking tickets and getting people's asses in seats.
Oh yeah, I agree.
I think a lot
I
of it
agree
is a
that's
show.
part of it anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think Conor McGregor is a pretty well-rounded tactician, and I think he's a fucking monster. And I don't know, man. I think he's gonna eat fucking Mayweather's lunch, and I think some of this is him trying to get in Mayweather's head and throw him off his fucking game. And from what I've seen of Mayweather, I think it's working.
Oh, you think?
I think
what
he's-
by his press release or press conference presence and stuff like that?
Yeah, the stuff that I've seen of fucking Mayweather like really trying to get in dude's face and fucking and just the level of animosity it seems that fucking Mayweather has for this guy. I think when you're in a fucking ring like that, like yeah, you need to be an animal and ready to fucking go for broke, but you need to do that in a tactical, methodological, kind of cold, calculating way. And if you take a guy who's methodological and tactical and all of that, and you get him fucking wound up and just fucking firing on all cylinders and pissed and angry and fucking, you throw that off, man. You introduce emotion and all this other shit into something that needs to be a tactical fucking game. And it seems like Mayweather is definitely emotional.
Well, yeah, and I think
that could be a show too.
He
I don't
puts
know.
that off, but I don't know if you've seen a lot of the press conferences. But I've watched little chunks. I'm not I'm not an expert on the press conferences. So if you're somebody who
neither am
watches
I.
every single one of them at their full 2-hour fucking length, which
Right.
to me is just
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
come on, man. They're asking us for too much now, you know.
Right.
It's like, I want to watch the fight, and I want to see a little bit of like, I'm going to kick your ass ahead of time. That's
Sure.
kind of cool. But this whole, I'm going to talk shit for 2 hours in front of all these people. I mean, it's obviously staged and hyped up by
Right.
the promoters. But if you watch some of the earlier ones, McGregor talks a lot of shit, and Mayweather just kind of sits quietly and doesn't really give a shit what this guy's saying. And a lot of them, he maintains his composure, and it's like he doesn't really want to be a part of any of this. He wants to get into the fucking ring and go after it and get paid and be done with it. And this is actually, as far as I understand, one of Mayweather's first experiences going on a hype tour like this all over the planet. I think he's pretty used to doing interviews before the fight, but standing head to head with the guy in every country, every major country and stuff is, I think he's out of his element there. It's not really
me too.
what he's used to doing.
Absolutely.
And in the original stuff, he looked very reserved and didn't really give a shit. He was looking at his phone like everyone else that doesn't give a shit about you in one of your relationships while you're at dinner talking to them. They just stare at their phone and they're rude and
Right.
they don't care what you have to say. And I saw that and I was like, wow, dude, that was pretty cool. You know, this guy he's not taking the bait, so to speak. And it's
Yeah, I
not
don't
until
know.
the later events and stuff, I think he's being influenced by Dana White and and his whole promotional crew and everything. Where
Oh, you think they're telling him to fucking?
I think they're telling him to respond because when he responds, he sounds like that nerdy kid coming up with really bad comebacks.
Right,
like,
right.
It's not his thing to
Right.
go, oh, well, yeah, well, fucking, I'm gonna say this and really get under your skin.
Right.
And he's so awkward in the way that he does it. It's like they're just telling him to do it, I think, and he's trying to play ball to make more money and sell more tickets and shit, and to kind of add more confusion to the betting, because they obviously want betting on both sides.
Oh, yeah.
And so if McGregor runs his mouth all the time and everyone, bets on McGregor or whatever, then the people who were Mayweather fans may not bet on Mayweather, and so then money is lost in the gambling game. You need to have money spread evenly over the entire board, right? For these guys to make the money they're talking about, $180 million something dollars per fighter,
right,
to do this thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, where are you going to get that cash if you don't have an opposition on both sides? Where there's a big, strong following on one side and on the other, and they both dump money into this whole thing.
Right.
So I think the promoters are trying to say, we need more. We need to make this look like it's pissing you off, and you're going to talk and defend because the crowd's getting swayed to McGregor's side because you're really not saying anything. So we see that as strength, but maybe your fans see that as weakness, that you won't stand up and tell this guy to shut the fuck up and get in his face. And I just have to say, I really honestly think that that's where this new I'm pissed at McGregor attitude is. I don't think he really gives a shit. He's just trying to make more money for himself and for the promoters and stuff. So
yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's possible, but do you think that if that's the case and you're not that guy and you get talked into doing it and you start doing it and every time you do it, it's fucking awkward and you look like a fucking dummy, and then you start to get pissed off that you're fucking having to fucking do this thing to try and promote it, and you don't think maybe that introduces some of that fucking emotionality and shit too?
Well, I do believe that it would introduce some of the emotions, but only about that aspect of it. I think that it would just be frustrating and bothersome to be a part of that, but I don't know that that would affect the fight night kind of thing, because that's a different game in his mind. All this walking around and talking to the cameras and stuff is one thing, but when you're face to face with an opponent, who gives a shit what the fans think? It's about fucking taking this guy out.
Oh yeah, no, and, absolutely.
So I don't know if you're trying to say that maybe some of his display, that this might be bothering him at the press conferences and that kind of stuff, maybe might transfer over into his effectiveness in the fight. But I got to say that no, if he seems uncomfortable at the press conferences, I have every understanding why. I just don't think it's going to transfer over to the actual conflict.
Here's why I think it will. When you're talking about Conor McGregor and Mayweather, right? We're talking about two very highly skilled machines that need to be able to run at optimum fucking performance when they get in the ring, right?
Uh-huh.
And in order to do that, you have to go through a training process. You have to prep for the fight. You have to go over like the opponent's weaknesses and strengths and build a game plan. And you have to train for that game plan. And you have to be 100% focused on that game plan. It's like it's fucking Sun Tzu, It's or some of the other generals that wrote some books about the samurai. That 100% fucking focus on the end game, on the fucking outcome and how you fucking get there. And if you waver at all when you're talking about an opponent who is also a highly skilled, highly trained fucking destruction machine, you waver a little bit and you change the variables not in your favor.
Well, okay.
Maybe your training suffers a little bit. Maybe you're not quite as focused when you get to the fucking match. I don't know.
No, I see your point on that, but I don't see Conor McGregor that way. I see Mayweather that way. I see Conor McGregor as you know, obviously he could fucking destroy me in an instant, no sweat, because I'm not an MMA fighter and I haven't trained anywhere near the level he has.
Sure.
So he definitely is good at what he does. I just think there's a little bit of Tank Abbott in him, dude.
Yeah?
Where he's got a lot of power and shit, and he likes to walk up on stage and rock and roll with that. But when it comes down to it, he's not fighting MMA. And he's going into someone else's sport. So, I mean, look at it this way. Let's say Mayweather challenged him to an MMA fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mayweather
the world
dies.
would be looking at this in a totally different light.
Right, sure.
Okay. Because they would say, okay, Mayweather's badass at what he does, and he's got way more experience professionally competing in a gladiator sport.
Right.
Than McGregor does. But for him to step into an octagon against McGregor would be fucking stupid. I mean, to be totally, because he's not a kicker,
Right.
he's not a grappler,
Right, he has no
or any
ground
of those
defense.
things, right?
And he's used to
Even though
wearing
he
big padded
is-
gloves. And,
Right, even though he is top gun fighter pilot of his craft.
Right.
For him to step out of his element and go into McGregor's element would be fucking stupid and ridiculous. And I think it's almost as irresponsible for
McGregor to
McGregor
go
to
the other
step
way.
out of his and into a more reserved, stricter type of environment. Because
Okay.
he's used to going full throttle and all out, arms, legs, flying, everything.
Okay.
And now he's got to control himself and go throttle back,
Right.
which I don't think McGregor trains for on a regular
Not
basis.
on
He
a
might be
regular
training
basis,
for it right now. But
Well, he
that's
better be.
not the majority of his experience, and the majority of experience is minuscule in comparison to the experience that Mayweather has in boxing.
Sure. I can see
So
that.
even in MMA, McGregor has not been on the top of his tier as long as Mayweather has been on the top of his tier
Sure.
in boxing. So he's got less experience as a professional fighter. He's in a different field of fighting style, and he's crossing the line against a guy who is top of his game in his own fighting style.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
to add more to it, these fighters would be at a disadvantage either way, right? If we used Mayweather's regular weight boxing gloves,
Mm-hmm.
okay? Mayweather already fires shit out at light speed.
Right.
When he hits somebody, those gloves get moving quick.
Yeah.
And McGregor, he's got next to no gloves on when he's used to fighting, so he
Sure.
fires at lightning speed,
Right.
okay? So now they met in the middle. So they brought the weight of McGregor's gloves up, and they brought the weight of Mayweather's gloves down. So now you've just slowed down McGregor and sped up Mayweather.
Right.
So
Okay.
take that into consideration too.
Sure.
Okay. And Mayweather's already lightning fucking fast with heavier fucking
Right.
gloves.
Right.
So that's something I take into consideration too.
That-
Mayweather's
okay.
got a longer history
Yeah.
of being a professional fighter. He's just got a new advantage that they agreed on. Lighter gloves, which make him faster.
Sure.
He's already almost impossible to hit by guys that are used to swinging heavier gloves at a higher speed.
Sure.
And he's got composure.
No,
He's got
absolutely.
a lot of composure
I'm not
in
saying
the ring.
I'm not saying Mayweather's not a top of the
Yeah.
line fighter.
I'm just drawing out the outline of why I think
Yeah.
Mayweather is going to smash this kid. And on top of that, if this whole bravado thing is fake, that's awesome because he's got me fucking fooled because he's
Right.
an animal in the ring, and that's how he fucking nails people is he gets all up in your shit and
Yeah.
just unloads on you.
Yeah.
And if you try to back off, he's on top of you chasing you.
Yeah.
And Mayweather seems to really like that in fights. He
Sure.
likes to dodge, and then as you're stepping forward because you're cocky,
Right.
let you run
Crush you,
right
yeah.
into your own brick wall.
Right, right.
And it's a
Multiply
tactic
force.
that he's used in many fights,
Sure.
and that could play out to his advantage too. But if the bravado and the cockiness is not an act, it could lead to him stepping into some shit
Oh yeah,
that
it could
Mayweather's
definitely
setting a trap for.
Yeah, it could definitely go bad.
And
Absolutely.
if he loses his shit all the way and one of his knees come up and fucking hit Mayweather, that's it.
Right. Yeah.
The fight is over.
Right.
Whether it lands on Mayweather and hurts him or not,
Right.
he reneges the fight,
Right.
loses the fight, and he loses all the money he would have made if he would have lost the fight.
Right. Right. So he loses on two fronts.
And he probably gets sued if he breaks his ribs
Right.
or breaks a bone and has to have, medical that takes him out of his fighting career forever.
Right.
I'm sure the insurance company is going to come up with a nice fat number to sue him over the top after he lost it all.
Sure. Absolutely.
And,
Yeah.
yeah. So
That could go bad too.
that's what I'm using to reflect on.
That makes sense. No, it's a good, absolutely viable argument. The whole thing with the gloves, though, one of the things that I was considering with the gloves is Mayweather's used to hitting people with a giant fucking pad on his fucking fist, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And if you take that pad away, and he's got to hit people with a lot less padding. I don't know. My question is, like, how conditioned are his hands to actually, like, McGregor's used to fucking punching people with basically bare fucking knuckles.
Right.
Right? And doing it for full length fights and just kicking the shit out of people, smashing his fucking bare hand into people's skulls.
Yeah, so you're
Mayweather's
saying
not,
Mayweather might have cookies for hands.
Right.
I see your point.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, so he might be able to fucking duck and dodge and then throw a punch and fuck up his hand, and now he's fucked in the fight, right?
Yeah.
So I absolutely understand your argument, and it is definitely a viable argument. It makes perfect sense. I think there's some things in there that could go the other way too.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing is too is that all Mayweather really has to do is just hit McGregor more than McGregor hits him, and he'll win the fight. Doesn't matter how fucking hard he hits him.
Sure.
All he's got to do is land more shots, and
Right,
he wins in boxing, and McGregor's not used to that.
Yeah, he just has to win on a card. He doesn't have to knock him the fuck out
Exactly.
or make him submit.
So, Mayweather doesn't have to go full blast at him and destroy his hands to try to knock him out. He's just got to hit him more.
Yeah, he can just
and
fucking
more
light
accurately
jab
and
for
just
the
score
whole
more
fight.
points for every round and just dodge everything else he's got the whole time. And he's got it in the bag, which equals a win, which equals multi-millions of fucking dollars.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah,
So,
and that's another
we'll
good
have
argument.
to see what happens Saturday night.
Absolutely. Yeah, you can only run so many virtuals, right?
Yeah, that's right.
We're going to get a practical application Saturday.
We're going to run full dynamic on Saturday night.
I can't wait, man. It's I'm looking forward to
we're gonna
watching the highlight reel.
We can get a whole some Bubba Kush. Some of that Kron, man.
It's going to be great.
A little bit of Sherman Hansen. No, maybe not.
Yeah, I don't think I want to get wet, bro. I'm good on that one.
I didn't know you like to get wet. Well, I am not. No, never mind.
Oh my God, I was talking to somebody else about that the other day at work.
About getting wet?
No, about the Dave Chappelle show. When,
about that. We weren't talking about that.
No. We were talking about getting wet.
Right. Sherman Hemsley getting wet. Yeah, all that. But I was actually referring to the training day shit where.
Right.
That's I don't know. Like you. Like
no, that's what I'm talking about. I was talking about Wayne Brady.
Oh, the Wayne Brady training day parody.
Training day parody.
With Dave Chappelle. Yeah.
Sherman Hemsley. Dave, I didn't know you'd like to get wet.
Yeah. What do you mean? That's PCP, motherfucker. Yeah.
Oh shit! It's fucking Wayne Brady, son.
Oh, right.
Oh,
I'm Wayne Brady, bitch. Pop, pop, pop.
Yeah. That was good shit.
Give me your motherfucking sandwich.
You want a sandwich, Dave? I'm hungry.
Give me your motherfucking sandwich.
I said, give me a sandwich, Dave. That was good shit.
It was good shit.
I miss that show. Dave needs to do another show, man. I miss that shit. It was a good show. There's so much good shit that came out of that fucking show.
Well, he's fucking making bank from Netflix right now. Why the fuck would he want to do that? He's doing big shit now. With
have you seen any of that stuff on
multi-million-dollar contract? $50 million or some shit is what I heard is his contract with Netflix over the next year.
Really?
To do specials and everything.
Keep doing specials?
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Fucking $50 million. Fuck.
Yeah, how you gonna bat an eye at that?
No, not at all.
That's a lot of weed, dude.
Yeah, that's a fuckload of weed, bro.
And a lot of vodka.
That's fucking high for life.
Yeah, that's crazy shit. That's like buy your own plane and fly that shit in from Colombia. Like,
fuck.
Yeah, you could just land the chopper right there. Yeah. That's cool.
You set the bales over by the house.
No, you can leave the chopper too. I got you a cab. It's all good. Just leave the chopper. Don't touch it. We got to wipe it down anyway.
So have you seen any of the specials he's done on Netflix?
I haven't yet.
Oh, man, you got to watch that shit.
I don't have Netflix.
They were so good.
I sold out.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man. I do dig Amazon, man.
Amazon's good, too.
It's working. I mean, and
Amazon's good, too.
I just signed up for Amazon Prime for my business, and then just out of nowhere, I got Amazon...
Video
included. I
Yeah.
didn't have to buy anything else. Like
No.
I already have it. So
Yeah.
why not? Saves
That
me
makes sense.
$10 a month or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and whatever, you want to get off Netflix anyway, there's ways in the interwebs to get it. So if I'm really that passionate about it, which, might have to hack some shit to get Chappelle's stuff off Netflix.
Everything's
Just,
available.
I've got a lot of irons in the fire right now, so
Sure.
it's not a priority.
Gotcha.
But
Well, if you get a chance to check them out, dude, they were pretty fucking funny. They were good. They're good shows.
oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, there was
Maybe I'll come over to your place and check
it
them
out.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, he did
Absolutely.
a 2-part thing. Watched both parts. They were fucking great, man. I was surprised to see him back fucking doing it, man. It was great.
He's fucking loking out, man.
Yeah,
Dude's fucking gymming up, dude.
gymming up,
He's got pecs and
put
fucking
weight on and shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he's getting his weight up, kid.
Nice.
Yeah. He was on what is it? Stephen Colbert, I think. And yeah, Colbert was just like, so what's with the He-Man shit? Something like that, He's like, I don't know, man. He's like, I just got fucking bored and just decided I was going to start working out. And he's like, I fucking just love it. And I just keep working out. And fucking, and they're like, man, you're fucking getting buff. And yeah, he looked like he's been working out, man. He's no longer the skinny little pothead.
That little fucking lime or fucking beanpole fucking.
Yeah, no, he's stacking weight.
That's dope. Fucking
I think he's got. Yeah, he's fucking got more beef than McGregor has on him right now, man.
Now we just need to get him training with Joe Rogan. Turn him into a machine.
There you go, man. That fucking spinning back kick, dude, is lethal. Cut a man in half.
Right? Fuck
Like
yeah.
a samurai sword with toes. Crazy.
Samurai sword with toes.
Have you seen Rogan's back kick?
No, I don't. I think
Oh,
I've seen any
man.
of his fight videos.
Dude, I like to exaggerate from time to time, but when he delivers that to a full, what a 5-foot length bag or whatever,
Right?
from some of the videos I've seen, man, the top of the bag and the bottom of the bag look like they want to clap together.
Yeah.
So you
God
can visualize
damn.
that, the spinning back kick with
Right.
that much force where the bag just folds almost in half.
Yeah, you just crush a whole fucking rib cage, man.
Oh, that's it. It's an instant kill, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, you got spinal separation at that point, dude. You're basically only held together the top and bottom half by the skin of your gut,
Yeah.
and the rest of it is just mush.
The fucking whole your lungs and
Yeah.
heart just become mush. And yeah.
Yeah, so
Wow.
if you're out there and you're having a few drinks and a good time at a comedy club, do not fuck with Joe Rogan. This is advice
Right.
for your own safety.
Maybe just leave him alone and
Yeah.
let him do his show.
Yeah, in some of the videos I've seen, he's standing there, he's looking at the bag, and then the bag just about folds in half, and there is nothing that happens in between those two events. There's no spin, there's no kick, it's just like he's staring at the bag, and boom, the bag is folded in half, and he's pointed the other direction.
Wow.
It's fast, and it is lethal, man.
Lethal. Fuck.
Yeah, unbelievable. We'll have to check out some clips of that shit when we're done with the show.
Fuck yeah. I want to see some of that shit.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, and he's showing St. Pierre. He's training St. Pierre how to do it.
He's training St.
He's
Pierre.
training St. Pierre how
That's
to do it
fucking
in the
crazy.
gym. St. Pierre's like, show me how to do that. And he
I
goes,
can't believe-
oh, watch this. Boom. And St. Pierre's standing there watching him at the bag going, holy fuck. And
Dude.
then stands him up in front of the bag. And he's like, no, you want your feet like this. And then you got to do like that. And then St. Pierre fucking does it and just stands there in awe. Like, I can't believe I just did that. Like, that is insane.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can't believe fucking that. My jaw just hit the floor. Joe Rogan's training fucking George St. Pierre.
Well, on that one kick.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
still, I mean,
Mhm.
that's fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like St. Pierre is like, that's like the top of the fucking ladder for me. Like he's the.
Yeah, well, he's standing there going, holy fuck, I wish I could do that.
Wow, that's cool, man. I've always liked St. Pierre. He always had a good attitude. He always seemed like a really fucking nice, like well-rounded guy. And the way that he promoted fights, like where he would just let people run their fucking mouth, and he'd go on, on the interview and go, yeah, well, it's going to be a good fight. I wish him all the luck in the world. We're gonna bang it out and see how it goes in the ring. And then he'd go in the ring and just decimate a motherfucker, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Who was just running his mouth all day. I loved that. I loved that about him. So he was always in the top of my list. So to hear that he's fucking training with Joe Rogan just is like, wow, that's insane to me, man.
Yeah, it blew me away too when I saw it.
That's cool. Yeah. I didn't know fucking, you know, I knew Rogan fucking trained, and I knew he did like taekwondo and fought competitively in that sport for a while, and I know he does jiu-jitsu and stuff, but I didn't know he was like that badass.
He's not fucking around.
That's crazy.
He's not fucking around.
I mean, you know, he's not a dude I'd want to pick a fight with, but
well,
I didn't
that's
know,
good to hear.
I didn't know.
You'll
it was
probably
like
be here next weekend for the show.
yeah. Let's hope. Yeah, no, he's definitely not a dude I'd want to pick a fight.
That's good. I know I don't have to snipe Joe Rogan from a mile away after he kills my brother.
Right? But, yeah, I didn't know it was like that, man.
Just kidding, Joe. I'm just fucking around. Please don't come to my house. Snipe me right here. What's up? Yeah.
Right? You hear a knock on the door.
Back kick your fucking head off.
Oh, hey, Joe.
Yeah, hey, buddy. How's it going? Did you like that comedy show we had last weekend? Yeah, we had your name in there and stuff. And
those were just jokes, Joe.
That was a lot of fun, right?
Yeah. I was just fucking around, man.
Yeah. Joe ain't got to worry about us. We don't have any fans.
Yeah, he doesn't give a shit.
Nobody's hearing this. Yeah, we just play it back for ourselves, you know, and go, man, you sounded pretty good right there. Yeah, you sounded good too. Cool. Yeah. Right, I'll see you next week.
Yeah, hey, man, whatever works.
Yeah. Well, hopefully somebody's listening, because, that Camp 40 stuff, you know, definitely I want to promote good things.
Yeah, we want to get that out. And I'd really like to believe that someone's listening to my episode about Facebook.
Maybe I could get Joe Rogan to come kick a bag at the Camp 40 fucking deal or something.
That'd be fucking cool.
It would, but it's totally unrealistic.
Yeah, probably.
Actually, I'm going to do that, and just remember, I'm a liar. So...
That whole pathological liar camp.
Yeah.
Where they make you a better liar.
So you, I heard, got to go up to the cabin.
Yeah, I spent the weekend up on the mesa doing a whole lot of nothing.
Nice.
Watching.
Consuming.
Yeah.
No producing, just consuming.
Right. It's fucking gorgeous. Yeah.
I am the black hole for the rest of the world.
That's funny that you say that, because my brother, my other brother says that about me all the time. He tells me I'm the blackest thing in the universe. We joke around.
Has he ever been outside Colorado?
We joke around that my heart is just a black hole, and that if you try to put positivity into it,
the hands you use to place that positivity are then sucked in as well. And
it crushes it into oblivion and turns it into blackness. So even light around me just turns into the dark side. It's,
I'm in some way envious of your heart. That's very powerful.
It is. It's great. I enjoy being the...
Now, if you keep feeding it, does it get bigger and more powerful?
No, it's like a void.
That's it. It just remains the same volume at all times. And,
it crushes everything into nothingness. That's just black and nothing and dark, and it's wonderful.
That paints an interesting picture about your girlfriend. Who would fucking tolerate somebody like that?
That's good shit.
Yeah.
God, I love her.
Yeah, right? Yeah. She just keeps giving, and I just keep taking.
She just keeps feeding the hole.
Consume you.
I will find a center in you.
I will chew it up and leave. Yeah. Thank you, Maynard. You just described my brother. He will work to elevate you just enough to bring you down.
Right. Yeah.
So, when did you meet James Keenan? And he obviously wrote that song about
Why
you.
did he write a song about me?
Yeah, you were very inspirational to him, right? He narrowly escaped, and he thought he should fucking write lyrics about the
tell the rest of the
about
universe.
how we met you. Yeah. I am just a worthless liar. I am just an imbecile. Yeah, my name is Pot.
Drink it in, motherfuckers.
That's right, man. Full cup with the straw.
Yeah, but yeah. So we spent it was a good weekend. We hung out and I watched a bunch of episodes of I don't know, the Inexplicable Universe, I think is what it was called. Some science show about
Degrasse Tyson.
Yeah, Neil Degrasse Tyson explaining stuff about the universh.
And he's like, "This is your child, and you need to take care of it." And then everyone else like, "What?" I wish you could explain that.
Yeah.
This is a book. Huh?
It was fun, man, listening to him talk about Einstein describing the space-time fabric or the space-time continuum as a pliable fabric and how gravity functions and stuff. I watched some stuff on YouTube a few days ago about a guy who was going through the actual math behind Einstein's theory of special relativity, talking about del and integrals and all this
functions
fucking
and
cool shit, man. It was fucking awesome. I love, and I know a little bit about math, but I'm not a fucking professional mathematician or anything. So I'm not able to follow all of it.
Well, that just knocks me down a peg, because I thought I knew a little bit about math, and from what I understand that you know about math, my knowing a little bit about math's position just got stolen by you, and I got knocked down to knowing jack shit about math.
I don't know about that.
So
man.
thanks for that.
I don't know about that. I've seen some of the math you do. You're good, man. You're good. What I know is theoretical shit and paper shit. It's not necessarily practically applied all the time. So
yeah, that's not my thing.
Right.
I'm totally like I visualize. I wouldn't necessarily have all the numbers to begin with when I have an idea or something.
Right.
But yeah, to visualize how physics would be applied to something, in my imagination, sure helps me to create things and find out later. Okay, cool. Now, how do I make this work with math and applied science and stuff? And that's where the struggle begins. So it looked great in my head, and I'm sure everybody else experiences that too. Looked great in my head, but a lot of the stuff actually comes to fruition. So, I don't know that I'm that far off, because a lot of stuff that I visualize is actually created.
You've got a good practical mind, man. You the way that you apply stuff and the math and stuff that you do to get things to be physically applied and function mechanically and stuff is amazing to me. You definitely know a little bit about math. I've seen it with my own two eyes.
There, you heard it live. Here, he said I know a little bit about math, so I feel much better now. We can continue on with the show. The support group is over.
But yeah, so I don't necessarily follow all of it, but it's goddamn, it's amazing to watch, man. It's just to watch this guy working through the steps, and he starts with Newtonian mechanics, which is to see a guy who has that kind of breadth of knowledge about the math that goes into this shit, explain Newtonian mechanics and Newtonian physics in a way that you've never seen it before, and with new information from calculus, it's an eye-opening, kind of awe-inspiring thing. I love watching shit like that. It definitely helps you look at the universe and the world you live in a whole new way.
Well, it also coexists with that whole knock yourself down a peg kind of experience.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
If you think you're good at something, there's always somebody out there who's way better than you are.
Way better. Yeah.
Right. And so it's good to see that, because then you're like, okay, cool. No reason to be cocky today.
Yeah, I think I spend a lot of my life knocking myself down.
Right? I'm no good. I'm worthless.
Yeah.
Man, these drugs are good. That totally fixed it.
Yeah.
Totally fixed it.
Yeah, it's good shit though, man. It's just being able to sit back and look at math and physics and the breadth of the universe and the amount of data acquisition that has been done on the way the fucking universe functions, and then to sit back and
watch the election. And
I wasn't gonna go there.
load one bullet into the revolver and spin it and go, probability.
Yeah. But to be able to just kind of stand in awe of the universe, and there's something almost spiritual about that for me. You know? What's
the deal with the eclipse, man? Where we're at here, we're only going to get 80% of it or something like that?
Something like that, yeah. It's supposed to start on the East Coast and work its way across the nation.
No, it's not.
It is.
It starts on the West.
It's not what I heard. It's not what Neil said.
Well, Neil can kiss them.
At least not from what I remember.
What does that fool know? Shit, it's fucking 2017. Fool got a perm. What big perm. Yeah,
he's also got 15 PhDs. So, guy with 15 doctorates, I'm going to defer.
I don't know. I got a bunch of speeding tickets. So. I'm certified too.
I got a bunch of them.
So I think I know more about speed than he does.
Oh.
Yeah, because I actually been there, man, on the ground when the shit hit the fan.
Because you dealt with a moving vehicle as opposed to fucking giant astronomical bodies moving at speeds you couldn't even calculate.
He never rode one of those. Did you see him driving a giant astronomical body at light speed?
Yeah, man. He rides a fucking... I've seen him ride a planet.
He's got one, man. Yeah, Ferrari built it for him.
Yeah. Built him a fucking giant black hole that turns everything into nothingness.
But it's got headers on it.
K&N.
Big old supercharger. Nitrous. I got nitrous on my Comet.
No, this is a planet, dog. This is a planet.
Oh, a planet?
Yeah, it's a planet.
Oh, he's flying a planet?
He's flying a planet, yeah.
A black hole planet?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So he'll be joining us next week at the Liars meeting. Hi, my name is Pot, and I'm delirious.
I'm a chronic liar.
But you can just call me Delicious.
You can just call me Delicious.
Yeah, that's funny shit. No, I got a lot of respect for the dude, for sure. I just wish he was less of a pop television showman. You can tell he just loves being in front of the camera.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, but I don't know.
It's hard to take a guy seriously. It's like, aren't you supposed to have your nose in a book 24 hours a day in order to get that smart? Not showboating around, like treating everybody else on the planet like they're 4 years old.
I think it's good, dude. We need more people fucking treating everybody on the planet like they're 4 years old. At least more scientists. We need to get information out to people. I
think politicians got that covered, man. They kind of treat everybody else like they're too dumb to fucking understand what's going on.
Yeah, but they're just as dumb as everybody else. What I'm saying is we need more Neil deGrasse Tysons, not more Trumps.
There we go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm all for that fucking, that full written test to become the president.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah. We need... Yeah.
Now we're going to test your math skills.
Right.
Like, oh, man, there's only one person running for president. Everyone else was disqualified.
Yeah.
And that person didn't even want to be president. We just nominated them because they're really good at this shit.
Because they actually solve problems.
Yeah, it's like required in the future to become president if you're intelligent enough to do it. It's not a choice.
Right.
You can't be a citizen unless you agree that when we pick you for president, you have to go and do the job. It's like that required military service in foreign countries and shit.
Right.
I think that would work out better for the rest of us, for sure.
Fuck yeah, it would. That's the whole thing fucking Jacques Fresco said, right? We need more fucking scientists and engineers who actually solve problems. Like that's what they studied to do, is solve problems. We need those people fucking managing the country and running the fucking quote-unquote economy that we don't have. And
well, you can't do that because that's negative to the economy. The economy only survives if we constantly have to solve problems. If we solve all the problems, the economy collapses because there won't be any reason to have all these different combating industries.
Well, that's because we don't have an economy.
Point taken.
The thing that we call the economy would collapse
Right.
into an actual economy.
This is my friend Jesus. He controls all the money.
Ugh.
And somehow pays no taxes.
That's because his real name is Satan Christ.
We believe in, was it God bless America? It's like, yeah, well, he did, because anybody who blesses God doesn't pay taxes.
Right.
So it's more like America blesses God.
Right.
It's the other way around, people.
Yeah, that whole fucking not paying taxes because you're a fucking religious organization thing is...
It's a totally different show.
That is a different show altogether.
Different show.
Absolutely.
Different show. Dope dealers that don't have to manufacture dope. It's amazing. It's magic. Oh, it's magic.
You know. Yeah.
So anyway, wait a minute. We were trying to touch on the cabin, right? Before we went off on our normal rants that we're so famous for.
Yeah.
You fucking consuming black hole. Man, that was awesome with the weird girlfriend. Yeah. Sadomasochistic relationship.
I can't wait for her to hear this one. It's going to be great.
Right? Well, good. It'll open up discussion about how black and crusty and crushing your heart is.
Yeah.
And, you know, maybe it'll help her straighten you out a little bit, you know.
Yeah. I think,
You're like, well, if anything, it's going to start a discussion. I'll tell you that
definitely
much.
Start a discussion.
The one where I hide in the pillows and just say, yes, dear.
The one where I rock and cry myself to sleep.
Please stop. Please stop. It was Jake's fault.
Jake did it. It's Jake. Yeah.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me. Yeah, no.
On the bathroom camera.
Wasn't me.
Wasn't me.
Even caught her on camera. Wasn't me.
It wasn't me. You caught me on the radio. Because I said that shit in the mic.
Wasn't me. But yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess that's one of the negative reasons, you know, to us not editing the show at all.
Right?
You can't fix this now, man. That snowball's rolling.
I kind of like that, though. It's one of the things I really like about this show.
Yeah.
You just kind of throw the snowball down the hill and let it...
Right. Yeah,
You know?
you can walk wherever you want. You just got to be man enough to accept that sometimes your shoe's going to smell like shit.
Yeah. Or your leg's going to come off because you stepped in a bear trap.
There you go. Covered with shit.
Right, covered with shit. So now you got dysentery and no leg.
Right. Man, those Vietnamese were crafty. So the cabin, you guys were hanging out up there, man. That's a beautiful spot up there.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Yeah.
Yeah. The fishing didn't work out though, huh?
No, we were gonna go up to a place I spent a lot of my childhood at, and
Mental hospital?
yeah, there's one up there.
Oh, you call that the cabin? Oh, okay. Hey, whatever you got to do to get through, you know, you're shoving your horrible experiences deeper down into the black hole.
Yeah. That's how they got started.
Don't worry, man. They can't get out.
All of the experiences.
You just got to drop them near the edge, and they get sucked right in.
The mass of all of the fucking horrible experiences in my life have been crushed together by gravity into
a singularity,
that they
right?
Become a singularity. Yeah.
And that kit is available now online to crush your own horrible childhood experiences into a singularity.
The soul crushing kit
for $99.95.
now available for $5,000
plus shipping and handling.
Yeah.
Order at our website, gofccyourself.com.
Right. But yeah, it was gorgeous, man. But it rained like a motherfucker up there. The fucking skies opened up and it just dumped. So we didn't do any fishing. We just kind of sat around watching TV, which was great. It was nice to just do nothing for a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
I go pretty fucking hard most days. You know, I work 8 hours in a job that's physically demanding, and then I go run for 45 minutes, you know, half hour to 45 minutes a day. and I do the show and try to maintain balance between my personal life and my family life and everything else. And so,
which apparently are two different things.
yeah, I mean, like my family life and my friends, and then I got my girlfriend and I got my work life, and it's so.
No, I was just trying to point out that you were like my personal life and then my family life. Like,
oh yeah,
yeah, those are two different things. Like, my family has nothing to do with my personal life. And I can relate. I can totally relate. So I thought that was something that really turned on a light bulb in my head. Like, dude, I know what he fucking means by that. My family doesn't get anywhere near my personal shit. To me, they're considered work. If I ain't getting paid, I ain't hanging out with them.
Oh, this episode's gonna go real bad.
I'm just tearing your whole imaginary world apart.
Yeah, you are. Yep. It's all going down in a handbasket.
I'm Mayweather and you're McGregor shit. All the shit now. That's it.
Yep. Yep. Or you're McGregoring my Mayweather shit.
Yeah, that's it. I'm talking shit, and you're just gonna, systematically tear me apart.
I'm just gonna stare at my cell phone.
He's gonna let me get wore out, and then he's gonna land one shot in my jaw. The show's gonna be over. So make sure you buy your tickets early.
But yeah.
So no
nice.
Fishing.
No fishing.
The forest needed rain.
Lots of bacon and eggs.
Right.
Hamburgers and French fries.
Awesome.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
There you go.
Yeah, it was a good weekend, man. I had to clear the cabin when we first got there. That was interesting.
Oh yeah, do a breach and clear.
Yeah. Well, we were already in, and we were on the bottom floor. And I had a 9mm pistol on my hip, and we opened the door to go upstairs, and there was a light on.
Uh-oh.
And that's not usually the case.
I'm the only one that consumes power in this cabin. Somebody's about to die.
So we thought that maybe somebody broke in or something. So I went up and cleared the top floor. That was an interesting way to enter the cabin.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to do a little G.I. Joe.
Do a little G.I. Joe, and it's a weird one because you open that door at the top steps and there's 1, 2, 3 doors on your right and a living room on your left with a door out to a deck. It's got a bunch of open windows.
Nice. Yeah, that doesn't sound fun at all.
No, you're walking right into the kill zone.
So did your girlfriend handle the flashbang well?
No, she fell down the stairs and cried a little bit.
Fell down the stairs and cried.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah.
Her ears were bleeding.
It happens to me all the time. I never get used to them. Even when they tell me ahead of time.
It doesn't help that I didn't tell her.
Flash out,
I was gonna
bang,
throw.
and I shart a little bit.
Right. Yeah, it didn't help that I didn't tell her I was about to throw a flashbang.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, it was a complete surprise to her.
Yeah. Well, you got to pick your direction, too, when you run
crying.
from one of those. Definitely not into the tear gas cloud. That's,
yeah. And
that's bad, too.
I bounced it off the fucking door, and so I fell back down the stairs.
Followed her down the stairs.
Yeah, so that was good, too.
So that's cool. So the house was clear. So there was no need to dig any new holes.
Right. No need to dig any new holes.
Cool.
And then our other brother came up. That was fun. We got
unannounced, I heard.
Well, yeah. Like I said, neither one of us told the other that we were going up there.
Nice.
So it was a mutually unannounced thing.
But
it was nice.
So after he was done clearing the house,
yeah.
So you guys threw flashbangs at each other,
right?
And their girlfriends opposed fell down the stairs in opposite directions and cried at the bottom.
Yeah,
right?
It was great.
So yeah, regular family hangout.
Regular family hangout. It was
there you
nice.
go. It's like a reunion. Yeah, good to see you too, fucker. No, you drop your weapon.
Stop pointing that thing at me, fucker. Yeah, it was good. It was good to see him. I haven't seen him in a while. I don't get to talk to him all the time. He's a busy guy, too. He works 70 to 80 hours a week. So he's always going 90 miles an hour. So
yeah, I had dinner with him last week.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, we went over to the Roadhouse, man.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Have you met his new girlfriend?
No, I have not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I haven't. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Nice. How was dinner at the Roadhouse?
It was good. It was good. We had a chance to chit chat, catch up. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I guess. Yeah, he was dealing with some stuff. I guess trying to make sure. Well, his new girlfriend has, like, I guess, an ex that is unstable.
Oh,
and so he didn't know if he was going to be able to go out to dinner right away because he thought he might have to go handle an issue, and then he found out that that issue was resolved and not a problem. So yeah, we were able to go hang out. So it was cool, and I'm glad
that's good
to hear that it wasn't anything serious.
Yeah, me too. That's good. That's good. I'm glad you guys got to hang out. It was nice to see him, man. It was we had a good time, and we played some board games with his new girlfriend's kids.
Mm-hmm.
And it was interesting. It was a trivia game, which I usually do fairly well at. But a lot of the trivia was like pop trivia shit that I know nothing about.
Right.
So I got fucking stomped by these little girls.
You win if you're more brainwashed than anyone else at the table type games. How was your assimilation going?
Yeah, it was. I got stomped on by these little girls, so it was a lot of fun.
Another one of those knock you down
a peg.
There you go, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to have that in your life.
Yeah.
Maybe not on a constant basis, but
They brought this game called Bean Beazle.
Bean Beazle?
Yeah, I think that's what they called it.
Cool. What's it all about?
It's a game with jelly beans.
Uh-huh.
Where you have to pick a jelly bean and eat it.
Uh-huh.
And some of the jelly beans taste really good.
Uh-huh.
And some of them taste like vomit.
Uh-huh.
And
I think they play that game in
dirty
prison.
Diapers. Yeah, they might. They very well might. Yeah, I decided to opt out of playing that game. But Sean played with him, and that was funny watching him bite into a vomit-flavored jelly bean.
Does he have a sensitive gag reflex?
No, he was fine. It was
He's
just
like, I've tasted vomit before. This ain't no shock to me. It's not usually someone else's vomit, but whatever.
Whatever.
Adapt. I'm a soldier.
He decided to spit that jelly bean out and save it to use for fish bait.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did it work?
No, they didn't catch anything.
Yeah, the fish are like, that's not my vomit.
No, but I have actually seen people do shit like that and have it work. I can't remember. I have this memory that I may have manufactured of my dad putting a cinnamon bear on a fishing hook and actually catching a ginormous fucking fish with a cinnamon bear.
Really?
But when I talked to Sean about it, he seems to believe that it happened at a point where either we weren't with him or we weren't born yet or something like that. So I'm not sure if I manufactured the memory or not, but at some point my dad did actually put
It's creative.
a cinnamon bear on a hook and catch a fish with it.
It's made me now reconsider fishing in that lake. I mean, I could be catching fish that have bellies full of jelly beans that your brother's already chewed. I mean,
yeah,
that's a new light on fishing. Like, I'm gonna eat this fish without ever considering, what's this thing been eating? Oh, half-chewed jelly beans by your brother.
Well, I think if you consider what just about any animal's been eating.
Okay, don't do that, man. Don't do that to my fish. Okay, we're good. Yeah. Thanks. What flavored jelly bean is that? That's not a jelly bean.
Probably not a good road to go down.
Right.
Just eat them and forget about it.
So for the listeners, keep fishing. We'll protect you. Or at least I will.
Yeah.
This fucking guy over here, I don't know. He was about to, mash the pedal off the cliff.
Well, my heart is a black hole that crushes all positivity into nothing.
That's true. Fuck, I gotta keep remembering that.
Well, and on that note, it looks like we're 10 minutes past an hour.
Yeah.
What do you think, man? Should we call it?
Yeah, I think we're good. I hope everybody had fun listening to us just run our mouths. Yeah. And keep in mind, we are not experts. We're just the people who invented it. So, on that note, thanks again for joining us. Leave a comment below so that we can ignore it.
Subscribe.
And, subcribe so that we can fill your head with more unnecessary bullshit.
Absolutely.
Every Sunday. And this has been the Pot and Vodka Show. I am Vodka.
And this is Pot.
And
peace, bitches.